Hey Lamont friends, Andang here for another episode of Bingo Boffin. When we last left off, Bingo finally got a pony and he's actually riding it, which is pretty cool. Bingo's now doing something. He's on a pony. I really don't know if that's doing more or less, but anyway, let's go ahead
I
and
will
get
do
into
my
things.
best to stay a saddle while we go to our next destination.
It did not take long, but I have already become quite fond of Tanglemane. He is a gentle fellow and very friendly. The ground does not seem to be very far down from here, and while I do not wish to take a tumble, if I did happen to bounce from the saddle, I believe I would be quite all right. And he seems to have no interest in nipping at my hat or my person, which I very much appreciate. What a good boy you are, Tanglemane. Cuthbald shared something of the geography of Rohan with me, and I think our next destination should be the town of Cliving, in the Norcrofts to the southwest. I will concentrate on staying a saddle if you can find any foes that cross our paths, and by find I mean fight, Deng Song. Let us defeat enemies in the world, and by us I mean you, and in the Norcrofts as we journey. And in that way our presence will be a boon for the good folk of Rohan. Right. So basically we're going to be doing everything, and it matches from the front, but not so much from the back. Alright. Let's see here. Out of the city we shall go. Let's go ahead and remove that. And this quest is called the Tracker. Just to defeat enemies of Rohan in the Wold, which could even be salamanders, I'm guessing. Pretty sure everything is an enemy of Rohan. Nearly got him down here. There we go, 2 out of 6. About marsh flies. Are marsh flies the enemy of Rohan? Hey, they are. So everything's an enemy of Rohan. Except for horses, of course. And we picked up a lot. Alright. That's fine. We'll get through this. So nice to be way above level. After being under level for so long. Alright, so that is everything we gotta do in the world. Let's make our way on down to the Norcrofts. And we're in combat. That's fine. What is the name? Eliska? Eliska. The mighty steed Eliska. Alright, so I have no idea where Bingo is going to be going. I don't even know if I care, to be honest. Getting the seed was pretty cool last week. I have a feeling because of how high the level cap, or the recommended level is, we're probably going to be breezing through at least this part of Rohan. Which, as you know from previous episodes, I don't really like to just be moving through places like this and neglecting what could be really interesting stories. I feel like all throughout Moria there was a lot more that they could have done. That's a long way down. I think I go off this thing every single time I come this way. Okay, we should be in the Norcrofts, yeah. Here we go. Let's see, what's this one? Intimidate, scream, blah blah blah, no. And don't need to heal either. There we go, 1 out of 6. Burning things down here. Okay, so we should probably at some point upgrade our War Steed just to see what we got here. 5 points, wow. Okay, so if I remember right, we needed a bit more endurance earlier, so we'll go ahead and do some of that. I don't know if we need physical or evade, really. Or block or any of that stuff. Power regen, blah blah blah. Cooldown. None of that is really necessary. Don't care about threat or any of that stuff. Don't need to feign an injury currently. And thrill of battle, forgo power cost for a short period of time. Completely drained power, no, don't need that. Increase Vorchi's agility, turn quicker, top speed, regenerate vitals. Survive longer in battle, armor. +5 red dawn damage, there we go. And cry damage, now we're talking. Okay, let's check here. Hammer of Rohan, don't use very often. We probably should. Cry, there we go. Cry damage. Let's actually take back from that. Put more into cry damage. Okay, now we're on track. Again, hopefully, maybe, possibly, perhaps. Here we go. I feel like I'm doing 5% more damage. I actually am doing more damage, but it's still not enough, I feel like. Keep in mind, this is after they increased the damage with whatever update was recently. I think that was update 17. So before, damage was even worse. It's like, how is that even a thing? Combat would be a lot more fun if you could do more damage. And on the Minstrel, if you had more damage skills. Well mounted. Because, I mean, on my champion I do more damage than what I'm doing here. And, I mean, even way back when I did. So I don't know what's going on. Because those were significantly underleveled enemies.
What a lovely ride! Nice work, Tanglemain.
I think there is a little question that you are truly the finest steed in all of Rohan. What do you say, Deng Song? Do you think Tanglemain and I look quite at home, galloping on the fields of Rohan? But what is wrong with Willem? He does not seem to be his usual self. Is everything all right, WW? Willem ignores Bingo's voice and does not turn around. Alright, real quick, let's make sure that audio is good. It's not. Alright. That should help you hear things better. You do not speak the language of lynxes, but even without that skill, it is easy to understand what is wrong with Willem Whisker. He is jealous of Bingo's new friend, Tanglemain. You tell Bingo that Willem is jealous of Tanglemain.
Jealous? Willem, there is no reason for that.
I have never had such a wonderful lynx friend before, and ever since you joined our little band of companions, I have never forgotten how lucky I am to have you by my side on this adventure. Bingo grimaces. Well, I might have forgotten it once, but in my defense, I forgot a lot of things while I fell into the caverns beneath the Misty Mountains. But it won't happen again, William. Tanglemain is a new friend, it is true. But you're the only WW in this group. I think you two should get along, or it will just break my heart in two. Say something, Deng Song! Well, for now, we should go to the mead hall in Cliving and see what there is to learn about the town. But I want the two of you to get along. This adventure will not be as much fun if anyone has hurt feelings. Like the players for having to kill things over and over without me helping them. If anyone should feel like they're being ignored, it should be the player. Alright, so he doesn't say that, but kind of true. Alright. Willem looks unconvinced, and Tanglemain looks a little oblivious. Okay. Let's now go to the Cliving Mead Hall. Let's see, anything... A lot of allies from the stream we did the other day. Alright, loot all that stuff. Bingo has caught sight of a familiar face outside the mead hall.
I did not expect to see you again so soon.
But the trail I followed has returned to Cliving. My errand in Standgard was brief. The men there will remain alert for my prey. But there are so few men in Standgard. I do not know if I can trust any net they might weave. There are forces at work in Rohan that seek to bring the kingdom low. It is with great shame that I tell you that not all of these evils come from without the borders. Some of the greatest evils is worked by men and women of Rohan. A cult calling itself the Blood Eye has allied itself with orcs of the Black Land. I believe there are 3 agents of the Blood Eye active in Rohan. I have tracked 2 of them here to Cliving. Will you help me find them? You know them by the brooches or necklaces they wear. Each one bears a red gem, predominantly placed. They are certain to be hidden in out-of-the-way corners of the city, away from prying eyes. If this is too dangerous for your friend Bingo, I will understand. But I would welcome your aid.
The Blood Eye? It sounds dangerous. But I'm not afraid.
Bingo shivers, and then clenches his fists together. I am not afraid. Entirely, Deng Song. If we can help Eglyph, apprehend these villains. We should do what we can. I will keep an eye out for them here in Cliving, and you should do the same. Find some sign of that the agents of the Blood Eye are in Cliving.
Look for some sign of the Blood Eye presence in Cliving.
Okay, that's nothing new.
We should search the city for some sign of these men.
Okay, do we have any... No indication. Right, I'm going to head back on over this way. There's players all over this city now. It's kind of amusing. Nope, not in the tower. We are going to find these fiends. That's a lot of Rohirrim around that. Go to climbing. I doubt they would hide him in a watchtower. And some signs that the agents are here in climbing. Okay. Nope, not back in here. Maybe on the other side there wouldn't be much reason to go over here. Entering Wildermore, okay. Interesting. Okay. Welp. I feel like going in here just to see. Gonna check every inch of this city apparently. Alright. I always thought they had it was interesting that they had a chimney that literally just went up to the next floor, so it's kind of like a heater, which is pretty cool. Alright. Well, if it will let us mount up here, there we go. Been having crazy lag today. Alright. We shall find these fiends, or we shall die. Yeah, that's great, buddy. That's funny. You kind of like summon the horses there. I think the crafting place would be a place I would hide out. Still people running all over the place. Alright, let's see. Search the town. Nico's grown fond of town and is ready to begin his ride across the vast fields of Rohan. Welp. I doubt it would be anywhere near the stables, but you never know. This is a cool plot, but I wish that they gave us a little bit more direction than just, yeah, totally search all over the city. Or, you know, after a certain time limit, maybe one of the NPCs could find it. We don't have to be the one that finds it, you know? they really are searching. It's part of the story. Oh man, that is not fun. Alright. Welp. About here? You look suspicious. Okay, apparently not. It isn't climbing. Just like to confirm that for a second. Alright. Well, we have gone all over this city. That'd be crazy if they hid it in here. But no, it's just LOTRO store stuff. Welp. I don't know. Alright, let's see here. It's the same version from before. From the chat here. People are looking literally everywhere. It does mention Tangleman as part of the background, so I feel like it might be horse related, especially since we're here on Rohan. But I don't know for sure. That horse has like blood red hair. Apparently that doesn't count. Blood eye. Blood eye. New idea. You know, it makes sense if we could talk to the guards and be like, hey, you seen anything? Let me know. This is where we were before. And there wasn't anything in here. This would be a good place to hide stuff. Alright, we are gonna find this thing. And assuming you haven't turned away already, I'm gonna go ahead and break here, and once I find it, I will resume. Alright, so we're here on the backside of the meat hall, and I went past this a few times. And just did not get over to this log, apparently, because it didn't look like anything. I went like right through there. Did not see this at all, so Here is the Blood Eye brooch that we found. It's at 43.2, 55.2. In case you're wondering. So there we go. The brooch contains a red gem and reminds you of the Rothstone.
Did you and Bingo find any sign of the Blood Eye?
Well, first of all, Bingo didn't find anything, period. No help at all. You hand Eggwolf. Yeah. You hand Eggwolf the brooch you discovered and tell her that it reminds you of the Rothstone, a similar piece of jewelry you encountered in your travels. She nods. I do not know where the cult of the Blood Eye finds these treasures, but they prize red gems above all others, and they look for them exclusively. Still, I have found that the man who bear these brooches are not willing to leave them behind when they... not willing to leave them behind when they near capture. Without these identifiers, they become nearly invisible to my pursuit. But it is not a complete loss, friend. They use these gems as proof of their allegiance. And without such proof as this, what orc will be willing to trust? They are who they claim to be. So one of the men I followed has been effectively declawed. As for the other, his trail has gone cold. I would ask for your help, and for Bingo's, if you continue to offer it. Of course. After we searched for like half an hour, why not? Oh my. Alright, and Bravo says, whoa, Handang! Smiley face. Your channel is what got me into LOTRO. It's awesome to bump into you. Alright. Cool. Thanks for watching.
I do not like the sound of this Blood Eye group.
Especially if its members are in league with orcs. Who would wish to ally themselves with such terrible creatures? I know that I would not. Not for anything. Alright, apparently scroll's not working. I do not know if I can be much help to Eggwolf this time. After all, she is a skilled tracker and has followed these agents of the Blood Eye for what sounds like a long time. But we are adventurers, and if we can help her with her task, we definitely should do it. It is a pity that the trail has gone cold. Do you think she will be able to pick it up again? If so, it may make for an exciting chapter in my account of our journey, Deng Song. Alright, next week, a cold trail, level 85, another 3-level hike. It pains me so. Alright, well, that is the end of this week's Bingo Boffin, and I have an obnoxious amount of Bingo badges at this point. I have not spent any of them, so I should probably do that at some point. Alright, turbine points. Wayfarer of the Plains. This is stuff from before. Alright, let's open our Hobbit present. And we got a random relic pack. Alright. Well, that does do it for this week's Bingo Boffin. Thank you everyone for watching. I will be back again next week, hopefully at a higher level after the stream I'm doing over the weekend. And who knows, maybe we will actually be able to continue on. I'm interested to see what happens at this point, because I feel like that these people have a lot bigger tie if they're allying themselves with orcs. I doubt that they'd just do that on a whim. There has to be something else going on. So it'll be interesting to see what all is going on here, and I will see you again next week, hopefully to find out. But until then, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for more Bingo Boffin. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button below. And if you'd like to see more of my daily content, feel free to subscribe, and you'll be notified when that new content comes out. And also, if you'd like to help support my channel and help me continue to create high quality videos, feel free to support me on Patreon, and you can get all sorts of great rewards in the process. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another video.